with the gripe, right? J Max. Oh no, I blocked J Max. You know what I mean?
He got a fucking panel with 900 viewers. He must be talking high shit. I slapped the fucking stupid off that fat fuck. Yo, I swear on my mama, bro.
Oh, y'all mad?
You don't got listen. That's a panel full. Listen. That's a panel full of motherfucking lotteries. What are we doing here? Check this out.
Actually, it's a panel full of lotteries and like 10 Beagle TVs. What are you talking about?
Question is right. Question about.
What are you saying?
I went
We
out
gonna
to go check.
do
how many
another
Beagle TVs we
lottery
have.
then. Fuck it, why not? We gonna do
damn.
another one just because we
How many
can.
Beagle TVs are in here?
We gonna
Let's
do
see.
another one just because we can.
Right.
Hold on.
Bro, how long is this list? What the fuck?
We in here.
Oh, we have 9 Beagle
We have
TVs.
12. We have 12.
Well, right now I just checked. It just told me 9.
That's his creepy ways.
Hey, what's up? What's up, Steve-O? What's going on, gangster?
You gotta give a fuck about all the bullshit. I didn't see the comment, Venus. I'm sorry. Because I went out and came back. Because I showed no comment. I can't hear it, Princess.
Someone else is gonna have to pull it up because this is. Widow's literally playing your panel. She's listening to you.
No, Widow. I want you to listen to my panel. Hold on, Widow. When you lied and told Venus that you first lady and Venus were blocked, you guys lied. Guess what I did? I screenshot.
No
What's
one
up, No
lied
Sleep?
to Venus.
Say,
Shut up.
well, Haitian, you did
He's
say
lying.
publicly that you blocked me. You did say publicly the other day that you had me blocked.
You guys.
Did you forget, Coolin Haitian? Did you forget?
Best friend and best friend. Let me explain. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, but don't do that. Don't do the talking over the. That's what that.
Yeah, don't do that. Just wait. I'm not even.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Hold on, no, she's not trying to attack.
Hey, No Sleep. I don't know if you want to be on this panel right now, bro, because I'm about to go in right now, bro. So if I were you.
Oh, I'm ready.
What up,
I'm
Steve-O?
Oh, okay, say less, bro. I mean, you're the homie, bro. I'm not tripping, but I'm just letting you know. It's going to get dramatic.
Let's go.
You know what I mean?
Well, don't hold your peace.
All right. Well, I'm gonna say what I gotta say. So please don't. Hold on.
J-Max, answer. J-Max, you want to answer that real quick?
Hold on.
What about why she would still be talking to
If you
him?
guys want to come up, just let me know in the queue. Let me know you're in the queue, and I'll bring you up.
You mentioned about like sending things to my mom and like giving her the 411 of what the fuck I'm doing and shit.
Right.
So
if you're threatening this girl with calling her family, and if you've been knowing this girl since she was a 16-year-old minor, that's what grooming comes into play. That's why J-Max called him.
Yo, Widow.
Right. Yeah.
Yo, I didn't even know what that was until this year.
What's up?
Turn this off, Widow.
Oh, what's
We don't
up,
even want to hear.
Wild? Nah, he's just mad because I wouldn't backstab First Lady. First Lady has all the receipts, bro, of what actually happened between them two. So he's mad that I didn't take his side. So he looks at it like, well, fuck it. I sided with her. He's gonna go side with Princess.
Right.
But he was gonna do that anyway, bro.
Right.
He was gonna do that anyway.
And he admitted that tonight.
You know what I mean? I'm not. Yeah.
They're not true and they trying.
It is what it is, bro. You know what I mean? Like I don't really have too much to say, bro. I'm gonna get straight to the point. Well, I'm gonna start already. I'm not gonna
Okay, Widow, can you mute your mic so we don't hear Haitian? We need to hear
Yeah,
famous.
hold up.
Yeah.
My bad. I don't know. Hold on. There you go.
Yeah. Put them in your ear or something. Okay. So I'm only gonna address what was being said over there. Like I'm not gonna go through the whole rundown of everything because she could say her part and anybody else could say any piece or any add-ons you guys want to do. You guys are welcome to. I'm just gonna address what concerns me. So back in I think it was February, if I'm correct, February. Princess went into Leon's panel and she said she woke up to me eating her vagina when she was asleep. That's what she said. Word for word. And then Kool Haitian called me and said, hey man, what are you doing? I said, what's up, man? And he was like, hey, there's this girl Princess, you know Princess, right? I'm like, yeah, why, what's up? She's in Leon's panel right now saying that you sexually assaulted her. And I said, what? And then he was like, yeah, you should come defend yourself. Well, I'm on my way. I went in there It was a big old combustion of drama. People started coming in and saying their shit. They were attacking her, attacking me, whatever. We both said our sides. Um, more people came in, started bringing up other narratives about her. Few individuals came in, brought in narratives about me, whatever. Like it completely escaped what it was supposed to focus on, right? So anyway, but most of it was off of what Princess said. I never went in there and said anything. All I did was went in there and say, "So what did you say?" And that's when everything blew up, right? If I remember correctly, um, if I remember correctly, what ended up happening was um, my family members came in, our admins, which are the family leaders, and they said everybody get off the panel. I was already done. Like my voice went completely hoarse because it was so much talking and going back and forth. There was hollering between me and Princess, whatever, right? So I calmed down. I was already out of there. Now, after when I left, I don't know what transpired. All I know is that they asked every family member to calm down. Princess decided not to. She was like, fuck that, I'm gonna talk my shit. So because she didn't listen, she was removed. Till this day, she's under the impression that I got her removed from the family. That's not what happened. They removed her because she continued to go ahead and just keep the rhetoric going when we were all asked to cease everything. Now that was just a request. No one has to follow it, but at the same sense, in our family, we handle situations different. We handle them the correct way. And she didn't she didn't understand that. So for whatever reason, she said what she said. They removed her. Okay. Fast forward, Cool and Haitian would hit me up and be like, "Hey, what's up with this midnight court on Princess? Like, when are you gonna do it? When are you gonna do it? When are you gonna do it?" And I kept on telling him, "You know what, bro? I'm good. I'm good." And he wouldn't. It's not like he was like hounding me. He would just ask me from time to time. And then fast forward, maybe a month and a half. No, not even. It was more than that. So February. When did I do that midnight court widow for Princess? It was like what? Like how long ago was it?
But it was like, it looks like it was a month ago or 2 months
It was
ago.
like a month ago,
5 weeks
or maybe a
ago,
little bit
five,
more.
6
I
weeks
am not
ago.
sure. I don't remember
It was
exactly
past
when
a
it took
month.
place.
It was definitely
It was, I
past a
don't know,
month.
but it was in the recent.
I have
So
it
the only reason
recorded.
why
It
I
was like
did the
six
midnight
weeks.
court because someone presented me a screenshot. Someone presented me a screenshot of what she said over a year and a half ago. You know what I mean? This was no, my bad. This is last year of August when we were on a whole nother platform. She wrote in a group chat that one of my hosts was privileged to see, and I never even knew this. So my host Jojo came to me and said, "Hey," I told her, "What's up? What's with all this fucking pedophile and all this rapist rumors that you guys are all throwing around, right?" And I was referring to Widow and Jojo, and she was like, "Don't ask us. We're just going off of what we seen." And I go, "What do you mean what you seen?" They go, "If you really want to know, why don't you ask Princess? She'll be able to fill in the blanks." So I hit up Princess like, "What the fuck are they talking about? Why are they insinuating your name? Are they just starting drama?" And she was like, "I don't know what the fuck they're talking about." So me, like a dumbass, believed her, right? I just left it at that. I took it as if Widow and fucking Jojo were just trying to create problems. So fast forward from that, lo and behold, like about a month and a half ago, whenever I did the midnight court, it was literally like 2-3 days before I did the midnight court. Someone forwarded me a screenshot that was actually in the chat where Princess started that narrative, and Haitian has that screenshot. He literally has it because I gave it to him. And then not only that, but he posted it in my trade chat this morning. But he only posted that section. You know what I mean? I also forwarded to Princess saying, "This proves that you've been on some funny shit since day one with me." She's denied a lot of shit. She's you know, She tried to claim that our friendship was real. She tried to claim her feelings for me were real at times. It was a real confusing roller coaster with her. You know what I mean? And me, I'm not going to sit here and shy from any wrongdoing that I've done. I've said just the same amount of hateful shit she's told me. I've sat there and argued with her just as much as she's argued with me. I have said shit on her name that she said on, like, in turn. It was like a tick for tack and it was toxic, right? So it got to the point where my family members were telling me, "Hey, bro, you got to cut that girl off. Like, we don't want to hear no more drama of that shit." And I was like, "Done. Say less." Right? Fast forward, me and her get cool. We got cool, but it didn't last long. It was short lived. Okay. In that time, when that had happened, I said, "Fuck it." I told her, "You know what? I'm walking away. That's it. I'm done. Like, you do your thing, I'll do mine." She literally told me on a call, and if Haitian thinks I'm lying, he has the same screenshot sitting in his inbox that he asked from Midnight Court. You know what I mean? I'll pull them right now. You know what I mean? But I have it where Princess has literally, and this is the problem with her, when she gets erratic and gets mad and starts screaming off the top of her lungs. I don't have to lie. Anybody that's ever been involved with her knows this. You know what I mean? She'll say the most extreme shit when she's angry. The most extreme shit. And the most extreme shit she could think of to tell me at the time, "Well, if you stop being my friend, I'll tell everybody you took advantage of me in Vegas." When she threatened me with that, I told her straight, I go, "You're a piece of shit, bro. You would really tell me some shit like that?" And whatever. And then when she calmed down, she'll later turn and say, "I was just mad," and whatever. Like, no, it was too many threats at that time. It just wasn't good. So I parted ways with her. Right? So in that time, someone that was viewing all this drama going down presented that screenshot to me, the one that I'm speaking of. So when I seen it, I have forwarded to her. I told her, "This proves that you've been on some funny shit from the very beginning." Lo and behold, I'm under the impression this was a narrative that Widow had originally started on me, but it wasn't. They're going off what the common rumor was. You understand what I'm saying? And it was a rumor that was started from her mouth directly. So here's the funny part. When I asked Princess, "Did you or did you not say this in Leon's room?" She turned around and said, "That never came out of my mouth. That came out of some girl named Chi-Town Jax's mouth." I asked Haitian plenty of times, what did Princess actually say? And he told me word for word what she said. I was like, then why is she saying different? You know what I mean? So I would always constantly ask Princess, and Princess goes, "Why you keep on bringing this up? It's like you don't want to let it go." How the fuck am I going to let something like that go? Like, anybody in their right mind, if someone makes an accusation like that, you have the right to be like, look, I'm not against them coming in the room. I'm not going to kick nobody. I'm not going to be on no funny shit. But I'm going to be damned if I go sit in a panel where he thinks he's going to mute me whenever the fuck he wants. I'm not nobody's showcase dummy. Because when him and First Lady had it out in my room, I kept it completely fair. And I already knew that he was full of shit. And I still let him get his piece in. You know what I'm saying? I already had all the receipts at that time. All the bullshit he was doing to her. And all the bullshit he was doing in the background. Okay, this whole doxing thing, this whole doxing thing that they're talking about, I've never doxed anybody on this app. At all. I don't even know what the fuck they're talking about, to be honest. I don't know if they're talking about the other day when they came in here and they were showing Quinn's eviction papers. I don't know if that's what they're talking about, but I'm lost when it comes to that. I don't even know Quinn's information. I just know from what I seen yesterday on cam. That's it. And that was in someone else's panel. But when First Lady first came to try to like show her evidence of what she had, because Haitian is claiming that she was lying and that she's just trying to go with a false narrative, I was originally under that impression. But when she went ahead and forwarded me everything, like she went ahead and got everything in order and just sent it to me, raw threads, thread per thread, date per date, time per time. And then like the conversation would have jumped to this line of communication and jump back to this. Like I sat there and I looked at it thoroughly. It wasn't like something I just looked at and just like, huh. You know what I mean? I really looked at it because I wanted to see who was full of shit. Was First Lady full of shit or was Haitian full of shit? Because regardless who it was, whoever was in the wrong was going to be in the wrong, and whoever's in the right is going to be in the right. Well, unfortunately, in Ku Haitian's position, he was in the wrong. Not only was he in the wrong with her, but he was in the wrong with myself. Every time a situation got started in that room where I recognized shade being thrown at my name, or if someone was trying to bring up or deal or challenge me about something, it was him on the back end messaging them like, yo, get on his ass, or hey, yo, wake it up over here, or do this, or we could do this on him right now. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, bro, I'm in there supporting you, bro. Like, I'm literally his number one gifter. You guys can look at it yourself. I wasn't there for fake. I was literally supporting the man, trying to help him push his content, but the right way, not the negative way. And then I would sit there and openly say it in front of everybody, like, yo, can we stop getting distracted by the bullshit? And can we just stick to the narrative of what we're trying to put out, or whatever it is you're trying to achieve?
So when they talking about the women,
My grand
Seemed like the narrative about Quinn and whatever the fuck sickness everybody's claiming that she has. I was never around for none of that. I wasn't on the app when all that shit took place. All I did was find someone that could authenticate the story. That was my only involvement. And that girl Precious came and said what she had to say. And then she was out. That was it. You know what I mean? It was simple as that. But the underlying fact is, I already know Haitian's angle. Hey, I mean, regardless if this was just an angle or what, regardless, he was going to do this regardless. He admitted that to First Lady in text. I seen the proof myself.
And he just said it today on his panel. He just said it.
And he said it today on his panel. Right. From what I'm hearing, you know what I mean? Because I literally have not been listening to that shit. I was doing my own thing. I just finished eating. You know what I mean? What I do know is I already know the angle he's playing now. He looks at it like, oh, okay. You want to sit there and you want to side with the female that I was fucking with? I'm going to side with the female that you're fucking with. Like, I already know what the agenda is. And that's cool. Do that. They could do that to the wheels fall off. But what they're not going to do is sit there and tell lies. You're not going to sit there and get a whole panel that don't fuck with me. You know what I mean? I don't even know who's on the panel. I only heard certain names are over there, but the names that I heard are all people that are not in favor of me. So of course it's going to sound great and it's going to sound good. But if you want to really put track record against track record, he claims that he has all these people that are supposed to appear and speak up against me from that app. I would love to see it. I would love to see it. I really would. Get them all. Because there's tons of them already on the app. If you want to play that game, but that's a long fucking game for nothing. Like, half of those people wouldn't even give a fuck because they already know it's bullshit. Like, I don't know how many times I've had to defend this story. This is the last time I'm addressing this shit. I mean, I'm not talking about this shit no more because to me, I'm over it. It's fucking lame. Like, that girl's sitting over there fucking hurt. She don't know how to keep it real with her man. She can't keep it real with herself. She can't keep it real with these fucking girls that are putting batteries in her back. You know what I mean? She's like, she's already in too deep with her bullshit. So now she has to write that shit to the fullest. But she don't ever have to worry about me because to me, she's dead to me. I don't give a fuck what Princess does from this point on. You know what I'm saying? And I've been on that trip. You know what I mean? The last text I got from her was via WhatsApp where she unblocked me just to tell me some shit. Before that, she was messaging me on my phone. Oh, you slept with a widow? Ugh. Like, this is all proof that I have. If this is a girl that claimed to have been sexually assaulted, where is this weird, unprofound jealousy coming from? Where is all this questioning of who the fuck I'm chilling with and why am I talking to this person again? Why would she fucking care? She should be looking at me like, fuck him, he's out of my life. Congratulations. She should be celebrating, right? That's not like that. Every dialogue between us will prove differently from what she's iterating today. The only thing that Princess was ever real about at any given time was the fact when we met up, she never came there with the intentions to do anything with me. I can say that because I felt it, right? But then when I proceeded to give her a massage and she's fucking twerking, moving her body in contortion, and she's just like, oh my God, and I'm massaging her foot. She's like, oh, you should get paid for this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like, Princess is no different from a fucking guy just trying to get his jollies off. And that's a fact. Princess just utilized that situation to get her nut. And because it didn't turn out the way she wanted it to turn out, okay, well, I'm going to get you like this. And that's the truth. You know what I mean?
Hold on, Famous. Go back and explain. The third day.
I don't need to sit here and break it down piece by piece. And then this is the fucked up part. When me and her man were talking, he himself out of his own fucking mouth. And if he lies on that, I hope his tongue falls out of his mouth. You know what I mean? He himself said, you know what, bro? I don't know what to believe from that bitch. Because when we were talking, when she first told me the story, she never mentioned none of that to me. She just told me that this is what took place and that she was just letting me know because of whatever. They even called me on a three-way call and he was like, I know what you guys did in Vegas. And I looked at Princess like, what did we do in Vegas? Because I didn't even know she told him at that point. You know what I mean? I didn't even know that they were still together at that time. I know they were talking, but I didn't know they were together.
Famous, didn't y'all sleep together 2 nights? And then on the third night is when you gave her the oral and she didn't want it. But didn't y'all already
No. So the very first night, she slept in her room with her sisters.
Okay.
I had my own room, which was like 3 doors down. The second night, she stood in the room. But she stood in the room for like, I forget what it was. Like I forget like what time, like even what time we were in the room, because we went to Fremont and we had to leave. I'm the one that made the decision to like, okay, let's get the fuck on then, because her sisters were feeling uncomfortable because when they were walking through the crowd, people were touching them. Right? She has 2 sisters that came along. Right? When they were walking through the crowd, I went with Princess to the restroom and her sister stood out in the front. When we came back, her oldest sister was upset. She was like, what the fuck, dude? Like we're walking through the crowd and people are like reaching out and touching us. So I was like, oh man, what the fuck? So I'm over here like, I'm like pushing through the crowd and I'm like watching it from a distance, see if I see anybody like, you know, whatever. And then Princess like, yo, where did you go? She was like, don't just take off fast like that. And I was like, what? I'm right here. You know what I mean? Like, I know how to keep an eye on somebody. You know what I mean? I'm not born yesterday. You know what I mean? So whatever, we end up leaving. So like by the time we got back I don't know what time it was when we got back, but we ended up going back. We ended up going down to the casino floor. Her youngest sister and her and me, we were at the casino at one of the slot machines, and we were doing whatever. Then after that, like her sister went to her room, and then Princess came with me into the room. Nothing even took place that night. Nothing even took place that night at all whatsoever. She slept on one bed and I slept on the other bed. It was the third night. It was the third night when I gave her a massage. The third night is when I gave her a massage. Okay? When I asked her to lay on her stomach, right? So understand this. When I told her to lay on her stomach, I don't know why Princess keeps telling people she was in biker shorts or whatever the fuck she claims she was in. She wasn't in no biker shorts. And that's the shit that mind boggles me. That's the shit I don't understand. Right? Like I don't know if she's talking about fucking what do you guys call them shit? Spandex or whatever. I don't know if that's what she means to say. But biker shorts? No, she wasn't wearing no fucking biker shorts.
You mean leggings?
That girl, what's up, Autumn? Like that girl Why the fuck would Princess be wearing biker shorts? That's not even her fucking. That's not even her. That's not even her style of fucking dress. She don't even dress like that. You know what I mean? Like you're talking about someone that I've seen every day for fucking God knows how long. While she was with her man or wasn't with her man, I was on that phone with her more than he was. You know what I'm saying? Sleeping on that girl's phone. Like, what the fuck are they talking about? Yeah, yeah. My bad. Just let me do it. Let me just get this off. So, um, so like, I don't know where the fuck she gets that whole theory of her wearing biker shorts. It's fucking weird. But anyway, um, when I was massaging her or whatever, there was a moment. There was a moment where she was laying down and she was just like this, right? She's on her stomach. I'm giving her a massage. I'm no longer just massaging her calves or whatever. I'm massaging her up in her thighs. You know what I mean? I'm going over her butt, whatever, all this type of shit, right? Then she goes in and she looks back and I said, "Does it feel good?" She literally gave me the acknowledgement, "Yes, it feels good." And I said, "Cool." I'm not thinking nothing. I'm trying to listen to the way she's reacting as she's laying down, right? Now, this whole theory of her waking up and just eating her pussy, no, that didn't even take place. That didn't even take place like that. So I just want anybody that's a man listening from Beagle TV or who cares to listen or a woman at that. So if a man has his hands all up in your inner thighs and all that shit, do you think he's not going to stick his fingers in you before he puts his mouth in you? I'm just being honest. You know what I mean? Like, what do you guys think? You think a man's going to be like, well, I'm not going to poke around with my fingers. I'm going to just jump in there with my mouth. You know what I mean? Well, I I was banging her out way before I fucking put my mouth on her. That girl times to me behind my back or in public. Um, like Princess is not your slender fucking female where she could just like prop up and you could just pull her pussy back. You know what
Oh,
I'm
I
saying?
know. Haitian showed pictures of her when he was making fun of her body on his
Right,
channel. I
right, right,
remember
right.
seeing it.
Okay. Like, but at the same time, Princess isn't a sloppy fat. You know what I'm saying? She's just a big girl. She's naturally a big girl. She's tall. And yeah, she's wide, but she's not like sloppy. Like she doesn't have a problem picking up men from what we all know, right? Okay. So the whole theory, I'm gonna tell you right now, not once did I eat her pussy when she was laying on her stomach. All I
So,
did was lick her pussy when she was on her stomach.
so what I'm
Because
trying to
I'm
follow
a
the
big
story,
dude. Let,
famous.
let's just use common sense. I'm a big dude. She was laying on the edge. How much control and balance you think I'm gonna have doing all this fucking eating from the back at the edge of the bed? You know what
So
I'm
what I'm
saying?
trying to understand is, you hit her the night before and then you end up doing the oral thing the next morning when y'all woke up? Is that how that happened?
No, the oral when I okay. So when I really ate her pussy and all that good shit, okay, that happened the following night.
Right. You hit
That
her
happened
the
the
night before
following
though,
night. And
right?
before I even proceeded to do that, I told her in these very words. So am I gonna be able to pleasure you for real, for real? And this is literally what came out of her mouth. She said, "Yeah, but I'm not trying to have sex." That's
But
literally what came out of her mouth.
but you
Word
had
for
already
word.
hit her at that point, right? You had already hit her the night before at that point, right?
Right, right,
Okay.
correct.
Okay.
Okay. So when I was doing that, right? When I was doing that, she said along the lines, "Don't get mad. And if I'm lying, may like whatever the fuck people want to say these days, right? But I know that someone over there right now is gonna know that I'm not lying. It's gonna hit him hard because he's been with her sexually, right? How would I know this? Or how would I even know she would say something like this? She said, um, just so you know, I come fast, right? I said, okay, like, what the fuck? Like, let me just do my thing. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck does that got to do with the tea in China? You know what I mean? Like, let me just do my thing, right? So I was doing my thing. And she proceeded to have her little orgasm. Hey, what's up, mamas? She proceeded to have her little orgasm. You know what I'm saying? And that was it. It was done, one and done. Now, Mrs. is claiming that she was asleep, woke up. She woke up to some big guy and she's afraid to go for the door. What kind of weird shit is that? Scared to go for the door? I never gave her indication that she wasn't able to. I woke up to her calling my name in the morning. Famous, famous. Tina's knocking at the door. I'm like, oh shit, her sister. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh shit. So I go and I open the door. And she goes, is my sister here? She said it called her by her name though. Like, is so-and-so here? And I said, yeah. And she's like, okay. And then they talked to each other, but she talked to her from the door and Princess was in the room. And I walked into the restroom. So then Princess goes ahead, gets ready. She goes, well, I'm gonna go do this with my sisters. They end up going to some fucking they went to like like, you guys ever watch that movie Magic Mike? You guys ever seen that movie Magic Mike where like the dudes are like strippers and shit? They want to go watch a show like that in Vegas. I forget what the fuck it's called. But they went in, they watched that shit in Vegas. So I looked at like, fuck it, she's doing her plans, I'm gonna do my plans, right? So I called my homie, like, yo, what up, bro? What are you doing? I called my other homie, hey, come shoot me up, blah, 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 whatever. So I'm waiting for that to happen. I go ahead and I push down to the casino floor and I end up running into her down there. And she's like, what are you doing? I go, I'm waiting for such and such. And she goes, you didn't fucking don't tell me you made fucking plans without letting me know. And I'm like, well, I'm in my head like, what the fuck? You're with you told me you were going to be with your sisters. And then she was like, oh, that was a while ago. We've been back. Well, she didn't tell me shit. I found out by running into her down there on the casino floor. You know what I mean? But by then, they were already en route to come pick me up. You know what I mean? So when that happened, we didn't even do much. All we went was to the fucking pond. Right? We went to the fucking pond. And from there, we took off, picked up a bottle, and went back to the room. Legit. That's all that happened. And then they took off. Me and Princess smoked. We didn't even touch the drink. All we did was smoke, went to bed. That night, we slept in the same bed. She didn't go to her room. We went out there. I forget exactly what day we went to Vegas. I think it was the 24th, maybe. I could be wrong. I would have to look at my plane ticket. Because I save all my plane stubs. Or I could just look on my monthly reports. And so the 24th, she slept over there. Out of the whole time we were over there, she only slept in her room twice. In her actual room with her sisters. Every other night, she slept over there. Even on the last day.
How many days were you there total? How many days were you guys there?
We were there from the 24th to the 30th. To the 31st.
So 6-7 days. So out of those days, 2 days, only 2 days, she did not stay in the same room as you.
Right, correct.
Okay. And to be clear, you had already hit her the night before this whole oral sex thing came about the next morning. You had already had sexual intercourse.
Yeah.
Okay.
We went to that fucking Mickey Mouse has Joyner Lucas concert on the last day that we were there. And that's when we met my host, Keshay. Keshay could come in here and tell you guys, like, yeah, they were right there. I mean, I got the fucking picture to prove it. I got the video of me and her in the club.
So when she went back to Canada, did she still, like, was she still talking to you?
I posted it to my Instagram, and I guess her man, that she's with, blew her up over that shit. Like, oh, I seen you guys on Instagram and woo, 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 and all this other bullshit. And then there's other shit that I found out, but that's the other stuff I found out's irrelevant. Like, I just want to address me. I don't give a fuck about all that extra circus, hocus pocus shit.
Right. So do you have receipts of her admitting that you did not talk to her when she was underage?
Yeah, I do.
Can we present those, please? Because we got, I think, 27 Beagle TV.
Can I send it to you so you could scratch out the number because I'm not quick like that.
Yes, please, right. Because we have to defend the family at this point. So we're gonna present the receipts of her admitting that Famous did not try to holler at her when she was underage. I'm gonna take the number out of it, and we are going to present it. Because at this point, this is bigger than Famous. This is an attack on Aura, and it's just not cool. So we're gonna present what he has and let the people decide.
Did you get it?
Yep, I just got it. So I'm gonna drop down and edit it, and then you want me to send it back when I'm done? When I take the number out?
Yeah, you just need to scratch out the number. That's all.
Okay, 1 second. Finish presenting your case, though. I'm gonna do this 1 second.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, man, all this extra like narrative bullshit, like I'm over it, man. This is the same shit I heard in February. This is the same shit I was threatened with over the phone. The same shit I was threatened with in text. Like, you know, I don't delete my messages. I told Haitian a long time ago, I have no problem going thread for thread with Princess. Thread for thread. She shares screen, I can share my screen. Or we can send every screenshot that we have between us to one individual and let one individual go over it all and see what's missing and what's not from either one of our ends. I promise you nothing's missing from my side. Every fight, every argument, every exchange is there. From my Snapchat, my Telegram, from a fucking game that we used to play together that she introduced me to, from TikTok to fucking Instagram to Messenger to fucking FaceTime chat, whatever the fuck you want to call that shit. You know what I mean? iMessage, you know what I mean? Like all that shit. You know what I mean? Nothing on my end has ever been erased. And I'm pretty sure she hasn't erased anything either. And if she has, then I don't know what to tell you. But I don't erase shit. And we can go back from the very beginning when we started talking again. And we can even go further than that, why we stopped talking the first time. And everybody will see that my story has always stood concurrent. Because that's just the way my brain works. My brain just naturally works that way. Like I wish I wasn't able to remember every fucking detail like some people can. But me, my brain just stores information. It's the way I've always been. You know what I mean? But like all the shit that she like why, like I get it. They put a battery in her back, right? Like they see that me and Haitian are no longer on the same page. So this is everybody's time to move in or whatever. But Haitian needs to understand, I never backstabbed him. He backstabbed me and everybody that was loyal to him when he started trying to fucking do this weird shit that he was doing behind the scenes with everybody. He did that. We didn't put him up to that. He did that. So that's where Haitian's in the wrong. And he could sit there and he could fucking lie in this panel and say whatever he wants, but that's the truth. Anybody that has known this man since he's been on this app, people that really know him and seen him do this, everybody knows that this is a pattern of his. I won't be the last person. He'll do it with many, many more other people. It's too much in his character not to do it. Because that's who he truly is. You know what I mean? Haitian has said it many times in front of us. You know what I mean? He doesn't give a fuck about what of what that it's always going to be him before he's always going to have loyalty to himself before he has loyalty to anybody else. That's cool. That's a cool statement. But he's shown time and time again. I don't know how many people he screwed over. He's sitting on a panel right now with people he has personally dragged.
I know.
You know what I mean? Like literally was just dragging in the past 10 days. Like I never knew him and J-Max were talking this whole time until you showed me. I was mind blown by that. You know what I mean? Because every day he's telling me how much of a piece of shit this girl is. You know what I mean? And then the other day when J-Max was trying to say that Red called that fucking shit on him or whatever. You know what I mean? I didn't even know that was called. I walked into his panel as that was going on. And then today someone sends me a recording of him saying that I'm the one that called that on him. Like, does he have proof? Does he have receipts? Did he ask these people, well, who's the one that called? Like, does he have any of that? Or is he just letting his mind roll? Because the difference between me and everybody else, I could prove my shit by receipt.
Me too.
I could prove all my shit by receipts. Fuck your little 10-second, 20-second, hour-long, whatever the fuck you guys want to call your little heart-to-heart little phone calls that you guys think you guys are having. You know what I mean? Hey, what's up, Rated? I could prove my shit by receipt. And everything that I learned about Haitian in these past 2 weeks, it's proven in receipt. There's nothing fucking missing. There's nothing that's been edited. There's nothing. Everything is there. I seen the raw shit. But when it's being shown in a panel, numbers can't be shown, information can't be shown. There's a lot of rules you can't break, or you'll get banned. You know what I mean? That's just the way the app works. But like, I'm not gonna sit here and upload shit. Like, who the fuck are they? No one. Like, what the fuck? That's rumor hill shit. Like, you know what I mean? But then I would be the wrong person if I really push the line and really do some shit, right? Like, I would be the wrong person. But I'm not here for all that. I'm just here to just defend the truth. So she could sit there all she wants. She can roll eyes or whatever the fuck she's doing over there right now. But like, as far as she goes, like, I could give a fuck less. She's dead to me, like legit dead to me. And that's something she has to live with. So she can run whatever narrative until her fucking heart desires. You know what I mean? Haitian could sit there and talk like he's an attorney of law. Haitian, you're not fucking as smart as you think you are, bro. You're really not. You knew First Lady for fucking 12 days and you gave her your whole game plan. Like, bro. And then you want to sit there and call me all this weird shit behind the scene? If anybody was being a tender dick, you were. You never even met First Lady, bro. And you spilled the beans like a fucking kid at a candy store. You gave it all to her on a silver platter, bro. You let her know every time you were on a phone call, who you were speaking to, what was being said. This lady heard it all. And then on top of that, even though you knowing all this, you jump on a phone call. You guys put me on a three-way because I'm trying to get to the bottom of who's bullshitting. And you literally on a phone call with me and First Lady told this lady, I don't want you to expose this because it's going to expose me in the process. It's going to make me look like a creep. And lo and behold, the title of your room is Midnight Court Famous, The Creep. The Creeper, or whatever the fuck it was called. Whatever the fuck the title was.
And he was the one paying my agency owner for my personal information. He's the one that has previous stalking charges or cases against men and women, by the way. He the one has previous domestic cases against his own children and his wife. He's the one that was trying to do business behind the scenes with Loyalty when he was running the Midnight Court on August 31st at 4 a.m. I have receipts on all of this. So anyway, let's get to the screen share on these receipts.
Right. So you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Like, I can go back. Thank you for your military service. Who the fuck was in the military? What the fuck? Yo, yeah, but does Lady Blue want to come up? Autumn? Yeah, that's so this is a conversation between Princess and my family leader. Just so you know, this is not a conversation with me and her.
You want to read it, Famous?
Yeah, it's kind of small, but I could read it. I don't know what it says up there. Was an entire convo that was forwarded to me. Like, I mean, I thought he knew you when you were 16 and was just speaking. I didn't realize he had photos of you when you were 16. Still saved on his phone, etc. And then she goes, he never made any advance at me when I was 16. Okay, that's one. But when I was 23 and he brought me to Bigo, he told me, okay, so Now, this is where I have a problem. Let me just interject real quick. Okay. Before we even came to Beagle, okay? And people that know us when we first came to Beagle can contest to this, okay? Anybody that knew us when we first came to, when she first actually came on the app knows that me and Princess were talking at that time. Even her man knows this because them two on a phone call confessed to me. When me and Princess had stopped talking, when she first started flirting with that dude, they admitted to me when they first started talking because there was a point where we were all on the same page and they admitted that to me. They were like, yeah, that day when you came in looking for me, or I don't know, I forgot what the situation was, but she was like, that was the first day like me and Block were talking. We were both like, oh shit, Famous is here. Why would she do that? You know what I mean? But anyway, that's besides the point. He told me he had feelings for me, then admitted to going through this dude's photo when I was 16, finding photos of me and keeping them. But he still has photos of you when you were 16. Ew, that's so fucked, right? Now trip out on this. Let's do the math, right? Like, let's just do the math. Just so you guys know, I'm 40 years of age, right? Okay. I was on Tiny Chat. I started Tiny Chat 12 years ago, right? Princess came into my room called Hip Hop Honeys. She came in at the tail end of that room. Around that time, I got in trouble with the law. When she came in, we used to ask every girl before we allowed them up on cam, how old were you? That was the only thing we can control at that time. I don't know where Princess gets this kick button from. Anybody that was on Tiny Chat, as long as me, knows the process when the whiteboard was taken away, all this shit. Like anybody that remembers that shit crystal clear. When we found out how old she was, we couldn't. That's facts. I'll contest to that. Oh, Blue's here. I'm gonna bring Blue up. I'm glad Blue's here because Safari is one of the people that know me longer than Princess, and she's been around for it all. You know what I mean? Hold on, let me bring you up, Safari.
So do you want me to show the other receipt on Princess or wait for a second?
No, wait, just wait on that. Wait on that. Okay. I want you guys I don't want everybody just to hear me talk because then it sounds like I'm controlling the narrative. And I didn't even know Safari was gonna come in here. You know what I mean? But yo, like it's gonna get to the point where I bring everybody from my old room in here because I talk to them all. You know what I mean? I could bring the original people that I started the app with because I fuck with all of them still. Even my ex, Catherine, she can come in here. I'll bring her in here right now. You know what I mean? But yo, Blue.
See.
How long ago did you meet me on Tiny Chat?
10, 11 years ago. 10, 11, something like that. 10.
As long as you've been around me. When I had rooms in Tiny Chat, what were the rules to my room?
I'm not under the age of 18 was the main one. Only one I can think of.
When the rooms first opened up on Tiny Chat, did we always have the ability to mute people, kick people, dictate who can come in and out of the room? Did we always have that capability? Or was that a capability that was developed within the years of the process of Tiny Chat?
That's some new shit because you couldn't control who came up there. You could see men jacking their whole penises and we couldn't help it. There was only so much we could do.
So let me mind you, right? Princess is still pushing this narrative of oh wait a minute, she's zebraed out.
I'm still here. I hear you. I can hear you.
Okay. Well, Princess is still pushing this whole narrative from Las Vegas again. She's doing this shit again. So she's like, I guess she's once again, and she got like this new girl with her that girl J-Max, right? The one that got into it with Jess. She's going ahead and saying that I groomed Princess to get with her later, right? Like that's the whole narrative, right? And this one panel that I was fucking with for a short time, he was trying to fuck over Box One, and Box One presented all the evidence to me, and it literally got to the point. Oh, and by the way, can you do me a favor? Can you have Popoff come in here? Can you tell Popoff to come in here?
He's probably sleeping. No cap.
All
So
right. Well, if you could get Jess in here, I want to get people in here that were actually on the app. You know what I mean? And if you have 1800s contact, you can contact him too.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
Ghost.
Because we're gonna put
Plus
this shit
Ghost.
to a rest once and for all.
Yeah, I know you guys got the number for Ghost, no? Or I think Blue does.
Excuse me?
I have it, but I know he's
Ghost.
sleeping.
You think? Oh, usually he's up there.
Yeah, because he's in New York. And what's today? Friday? Nah, he shouldn't be asleep. It's
Nah,
Friday.
he should be awake.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, I think he got posted, but I'll check him.
Yeah. Oh my God. I know 18 probably just got out of work because that fool works like 3 jobs. You know what I mean? But I could hit him though. I'll hit him on Discord real quick. I just shot 18 a message.
You can still keep presenting the receipts because they're going with this narrative that you were messing with this girl when she was 16, and that's just not true. She admitted that. So you want to show the other receipt?
Yeah, we can keep going. I mean, yeah, we can keep going. I don't care.
Okay. I don't want.
Oh my God.
So we got this was the one that was up.
Right. That's what we just
Then this
read.
is the other
This
one.
is it. I'm pretty sure Cool and Haitian posted this in the trade chat, which he did. He did that this morning, right? Um, in the trade chat, I don't know if this was of the platform or was this is, but now I'm worried. She goes, well, this is me in my what? This is me in my what? Single live. I can't read that.
Oops, sorry. Let me
Hey,
turn.
what's up, Primo? Um, it says, that was me in my single lives when I first came on. I used to dance on my live. So she's talking about Bigo. You know what I mean? Here, let me bring her up. All right. What's up,
Hello.
Jess? Um,
What's up?
my single lives. So was he on Bigo? So was he Bigo TV? So was he Bigo TVing me and recording and taking screenshots? But he was my friend. Wow. So there she goes. She's trying to play the angle of like, oh, I'm the one that took this picture. She knows exactly what account this picture's on. It's on a fucking Sucio page. And wait a minute, who's that down there? Oh, he said, what the hell y'all got going on? Nothing, Primo. I'm just addressing some bullshit ass rumors that Haitian is over there trying to make prolific. Um, Yeah, so she knows. I think the name of the page is called Bew Picture, BEW Picture. That's the username. I don't know what the Beagle ID is, but I'm pretty sure if someone searched it, they could bring it up. That's where that picture came from. These are pictures that exist on Beagle. And then there's another picture. So there's an account by a dude named Sancho who has pictures of everybody he's ever trolled. There's a picture of Princess turning to the side with her being compared to a fucking rooster because of her neck. That used to bug the shit out of
iguana.
Excuse me?
I thought it was an iguana.
Oh, an iguana. There you go. Oh, yeah, what the fuck ever. You know what I mean? Yeah, my bad. Yeah, it's an iguana. Yeah. So, yeah, so that's it. Yeah, and those are the screenshots. So it's like um like this whole idea of how I ran my rooms and all this other stuff. There's 2 women in here from that timeline.